Welcome back to Balls Deep Sports. Round 1 of the NRL is done. Are Bulldogs having fun?
The Dogs aren't having a party.
They're not having a party. Are the Eels having a party?
Oh, mate, I'm just happy when they're losing, mate. I'm having a party for their loss.
Regardless.
Is that a hater? But anyways.
Your boy Omzy, your boy Schmoozy, we're back again.
Here.
Round number 2, it's around the corner. Let's talk about it.
Let's get into it. Round 1. I just got to say it was just so exciting to have it all back.
For sure.
Apparently record numbers for round 1 and all that. I thought it was just me excited to be back into the season. To be honest.
I think
I was keen.
I think
for every game, really.
I think people were keen for like the competitiveness as well. I think this was the first year, even though I don't think it really will be, but I think this is the first year in a while where people actually think it might be competitive. Like
it's open.
It's going to be a little bit more competitive. It definitely will.
I think definitely Panthers have come a level back.
Yeah.
And open the competition.
Look, I'm
not saying they're done and done.
I still think they're going to win it. That's a whole other conversation. But what goes up, it's got to come down. The salary cap, their players get better. Players get more expensive.
Salary cap only goes up. But
I know, but you know what I mean. Like when players get more expensive, it's hard to retain your core. Like you try and retain 1 or 2, 3 players, and then the other players that were great, obviously, what I mean, they have to go. You know what I mean? You can't keep them in the cap unless you're the Roosters. You know what I'm saying?
Sombreros.
Facts. So basically, what are we going to talk about?
Well, we're going to touch on round 1, how it went. Of course, we're looking at round 2.
Yeah.
And then obviously we'll reflect a little on how the teams went.
Yeah,
round
how
1.
the teams are. And I guess, I don't know, should we talk about anything specific in the round 1 games first, or just go with
what do you feel
straight round 2? I don't know. Look, there's a couple of things I want to you want to talk about. First of all, Penrith lost.
Penrith took an L on Friday to the Broncos.
That's
big
true.
Upset.
That's true. That was a very big upset.
Yeah.
And at the end, it could have gone either way, with the whole...
It was only a 1-point game.
It was a 1-point game. When Penrith scored, I was like, here we bloody go.
Here they come, right?
Here they come. Didn't happen, which is good for the league. Zach Tyson. He's happy.
He'll take the win.
Our mate Zach Tyson, big Broncos fan. Aladris.
Not even
Broncos
from
fan.
Queensland, but it's all right.
Neither of them are from Queensland. Liars. All liars. But that was a big one. The Dolphins... Hey,
Muhammad Ali shook the world right there.
Come on,
they just
mate.
Up.
I was expecting like 50. I was expecting 56-2.
I won't lie. When I was watching, I caught the first half, but when I saw the end result of that game, I'm like, wow. And I was on here saying that it's a trial game for the Roosters.
Yeah, bro.
I always thought the Dolphins had a good at least starting 13-17, but. Obviously, the depth is going to get tested, but hey, man,
you got to think
about it.
Credit to
them, bro.
I thought they'd get smashed, not because Roosters. Look, wait, because the Roosters were the Roosters, yes.
Yeah.
But also because it's the first game for the Dolphins, I don't think they'll have their best chemistry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It takes a while.
First game together.
But when you actually peep some of these players, man, they're Queensland reps and shit.
Their best player probably is Ewan Aitken.
Yeah. But you're not Kafusi, that. These people played Origin, so they're not shit. And they're not bad players. Like, they're 100%. Good. They're solid players.
It's not like they're done or anything.
And they got the boy Wayne Bennett. He'll get it done.
Who else you want lead on that club?
He'll get it. You know what I mean? You give him a job, he'll get it done.
He does the job.
Maybe not at Newcastle, but he does the job. Well, he nearly done the job.
Yeah, when he had Jeremy Smith and all that brought him there.
He nearly done the job. Yeah. Look, any other game that was pretty good. I
felt like all the games were entertaining, even Newcastle and Warriors.
Yeah, Parramatta lost.
We're going to reflect on them.
Parramatta lost, and they probably should have won.
They really showed. I felt like they had no composure at the end of the game.
Yeah,
and Moses had a shocker.
What about Gutherson?
Gutho, mate, call him Queen Gutho for a reason, mate.
Saw a stat. Not a stat that a list Fox Sports.
Why'd you bring this up? Fox
Sports released a list of the fullbacks in the league ranked from 1 to 17.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Latrell Mitchell wasn't top 5.
Yeah,
but
all right.
Gutherson was. Gutherson was 5. Latrell Mitchell 6. Mate, someone is getting fired.
I reckon our boy Brady, the big Para fan.
Yes.
He was in the Fox lab.
He was writing it up.
He was
his brother, Abud.
Ooh,
Abud loves Gutherson. He loves Gutherson.
Didn't hear him after the grand final.
Yeah.
But someone was in that lab shonking the system. Tell us the top 5.
No, I can't even remember. One was Tedesco. 2 was Penrith, Edwards.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 was Pappenhausen.
Okay.
4, give me Turbo.
Tommy Turbo. And then they had
5 Gutherson. 6 Latrell Mitchell. And then I don't even care about after that. I don't even want to bother. And they didn't put Ponga as a fullback because he's a 6 now. So yeah, bullshit, whatever. Look, long story short, that's a bullshit list, and there's no way in hell Gutherson is better than Latrell Mitchell.
Whether you like it or not, Adam.
Never a chance. I don't care what anyone says. I don't give a shit. There's no way in hell you're telling me that you would pick Gutherson over Latrell Mitchell if you're choosing a team.
Look, there's a game on right now in front of our studio, and there's just 2 players left. They're like, you got Gutho or Latrell Mitchell?
Bro, you got to
Who are you picking?
You got to be on the heaviest drugs to pick Gutherson.
You got to be on some good stuff.
You got to be on, you have to be beaming. Beaming.
Like eye pupils that.
Yeah, and you have double vision and you accidentally pick Gutherson because of your double vision.
You might be like the guy on Mr. Deeds, you know? Who's
the crazy eyes.
Crazy eyes. Tried to look in there, but he said he picked Gutherson.
Yes. There's no way in hell. I don't care there's no way you would pick Gutherson over Latrell Mitchell. I don't care. No. And that, honestly, now I'm sounding like
I'm wasting my oxygen.
I'm not saying I feel bad because now I'm talking like Gutherson's like a horrible player. No. He's not horrible. Obviously not, but Latrell Mitchell...
Don't put him in the same sentence with Latrell Mitchell.
Latrell Mitchell, bro. Come on.
All right. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. Look, quickly, let's talk about it since it was your team. Yeah. Manly versus Bulldogs.
What do I think? Look, I'm not too disappointed, believe it or not. Of course, I want to win and all that, but these Brookvale boys, they came for a war. They knew we were coming, the hype and all that. But they came and gave us the physical business lesson and said, this is what it's like. Ola Kawatu was annihilating people. Jake Travojevic. Honestly, I loved watching it as a fan just in general. It was big physical game at Brookvale, Saturday Arvo. Well... You had some of your players... And we turned over the ball a lot.
Yeah, some of your players had some shockers.
We had shockers. Burden had a shocker.
I don't think I've seen Adokar play a worse game.
Yeah, we had shockers.
Adokar's a good player. And that was a game where I was like, man, he's not playing. He's not on.
We just had a shocker as a team.
I think it was the end of the first half where, I don't know what he was doing. And I was like, man, that's just a brain explosion.
I know he's not like that. Right? Yeah.
He's not like that. And I'm just like, man.
He went for the miracle play.
Trying to get that try before half-time stuff. But it nearly led.
Wasn't needed.
Obviously nearly led
to catastrophic. I was about to say VR. I went to the bunker. Yeah. It's just a grounding that. You know what I mean? But we gave a few... to be honest, what I was happy with was... the aggression and the grit, you could say. We're still up for it, even though we're getting pounded, we're still going.
Yeah.
But when you turn over the ball that much, and how many tries of theirs came from a grubber deflection or something, or intercept, bang? It wasn't like
Cherry Evans, eh?
Yeah, he scored 2 or 3, and it wasn't they were just on our line cracking us. Oh yeah, weak defense because it wasn't. That's why I wasn't too disappointed. But eventually tackling like that in that heat. Fatigue, man. And you had 2 rookies. We didn't have Luke Thompson.
Yeah, your
Pangai, you know what I mean? We needed that physicality a bit. Not saying we would have won.
I took your son out of my fantasy.
Oh, Alamotti.
Well, I had to because Sully's playing this week, so obviously I was going to do that. That's fair. That was bound to happen. I put Alamotti on the bench though. He's going to get me. Hopefully, he gets me points.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
Yeah, and I think we just quickly need to talk about this game too. I know the North Queensland Canberra game was pretty good. Oh, yeah. That was a cracker game. At first, I thought Cowboys they were running away with it.
Yeah.
And then Canberra just decided to show up.
Yeah.
But it was expected. But the game of Cronulla and the Rabbitohs, 27-18, that was a pretty good game.
That was cracker.
Expected though. I thought South were going to win. I think South have their number.
I thought I might.
They just have them this year. Last year they beat them in the preliminary or the semis. Sorry. So they pushed them out in straight sets.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a mental thing now. Because for Cronulla... So the last game Cronulla played last year was lose to South at home. Now they just lost again.
Start a new year with a same
loss at home again.
Yeah.
They have their number. Sharks...
Obviously Hines wasn't playing.
That is true.
Hines is out and apparently out again this week. Blake Trindle's decent player though. He can fill in, but obviously he's not Nico Hines.
He's not Hines. He ain't.
But as soon as I was already leaning towards Rabbits, but Sharks put up a good fight. without Hines and whatnot.
Yeah.
Wade Graham was taken off people's heads. He's got 4 weeks now suspension for that.
Yeah.
When Ronaldo Mulatalo, he was over the line, mate. And Lachlan Ilias. Oh, he had a big game, by the way.
Never celebrate too early.
He was smiling in the goal.
Never celebrate too early, bro.
He wasn't having it.
That's the same thing. Side note, when I watch NFL and like people are celebrating before they cross the line.
I love it,
to touchdown. And they but they drop.
But when it goes wrong, I love it.
You know when I'm saying when they drop, like, they drop the ball before they fully cross the line.
Oh.
Haven't you seen that?
It's like a mental ball.
Yeah, because they think that they've already scored. They just walk and they actually like review
Fumble.
it. Yeah, it's like, oh, actually, the play ended because he dropped the ball before the thing. I'm like, oh my God, you idiot. Just cross the line, mate. Like,
we're an NFL gear, so we might as well touch it.
PSG. Anyways, I think that sums up. We don't really have to talk about the rest of the games. Nothing too big. I guess we'll just look at.
We'll touch on them anyway.
Yeah.
When we.
Yeah, we'll look at
round 2.
Round 2 lists. Who's playing? We'll go one by one.
The Penny Panthers and the Bunnies.
That's the game of the round.
You reckon?
Yeah,
I think so too.
That's possibly a grand final.
But to be honest,
that is a grand final game.
But I don't know. I just looked at all the games this week and said, "Wow, they're all pretty tough to tip."
Cracker game. That's the game.
Cracker game. I just meant like tough games to tip.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna lie. I tipped Penrith.
So you go on Penrith?
Yeah, I know. I don't think Penrith will lose 2 weeks in a row. Not after that Broncos game. I think Cleary will give him a bit of a slap. You know what I mean? Like, I think he'll wake him up. Like, listen, bro, you lost to the Broncos. What the hell's wrong with you? Like, and I feel like when it comes to the South, there's a rivalry going on.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There's a big rivalry, and I think like it. Like, I know Penrith played like crap, or not crap. They lost. You know what I mean?
In attack, they look rusty.
I feel like they underestimated the Broncos a bit.
Yeah,
they didn't expect that to happen. When it comes to the Rabbitohs, you can't do that, and they would never underestimate the Rabbitohs. It's kind of like when two rivals meet, like form goes out the window. Like for example,
doesn't matter.
Yesterday, Liverpool beat Manchester United 7-0. There's no way in hell I would ever think that Liverpool could do that to a team this year. I know they beat Southampton like 9-0 ages ago, but that just tells me, like, what the hell? Like, Liverpool's been playing like shit. I know we're talking about soccer, but like, because it's their biggest rival, they step up. They live for it. Yeah. Same thing. They're coming off a loss. You know, looking at the team, man, I think they do it. Like, personally, I just think so.
I forgot who's that. One thing too is Latrell Mitchell's a bit in doubt. With his knee that troubled him last game. Mm-hmm. But apparently he's going to play. He's obviously listed in the team list today. But they lost Tavita Tola early last game, one of their props, and they lost someone else too. But I think Jai Arrow, yeah. So without Jai Arrow again and Tavita Tola, I think they're going to suffer. Especially with if Penrith's going to come out like they want to win, man.
Yeah, they're going to.
Of course, Rabbitohs do too, but they're going to come with that intensity. Fisher Harris, Moses Leota, Liam Martin, Lenu. All these guys, man, they're going to get physical.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, but
I think Penrith,
even though
they're a bit clunky in attack, especially that left edge.
They don't want to lose 2 in a row, bro. Yeah, like, that's a big thing. That's massive. Like, I know it's early. I know, but to start off 0-2 as the Penrith Panthers, the premiers, like, you know, that's when the alarm bells start singing. That's when the headlines start coming out. Unrest in the camp.
2 weeks in a row. Yeah,
unrest.
They already started.
Is there problems? Like, is this all Jerome Luai's fault for some reason?
That side note, did you see that Jerome Luai and what's his name? John Salmon. What's his first name? Salmon. What's his name? Oh, you know Salmon, the one that
I can't.
Jaden Salmon.
Jamin,
the one that Ricky Shook called a weak dog. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
We got a dog.
Yeah, we got a dog.
Happened?
Exactly. So after the game, Luai was like talking to Salmon on the field, and he's like, "Bro, what are we doing?" Then
they had like an argument.
Yeah, it was just footy, you know, and blah blah blah. And he goes, "No, blah blah," and then basically the media tells him, "I was too tired," and then Luai's like saying, "What do you mean you're too tired?" Along those lines and whatnot. Obviously, it's just footy talk. If you've played any sports, you know it is on the field. It's just there was a camera there. That's
teammates are gonna argue, bruh.
And you got to put someone in check when you need to. You know what I mean? Everyone's got it.
Is the media saying Team unrest.
Everyone yesterday was crying. Not everyone, but some of them, like on 360. Not all of them, obviously. Blah, blah, man. Buzz. Oh, yeah, save it for indoors and blah, blah, blah.
Buzz is a dumb shit.
Point is,
and so is that
I
other
thought
one.
it was no big deal, right? Okay. But funnily enough, today, what Jerome Hughes did at training, there's a photo of him choking John Salmon, whatever his name is, to, take the
GM up.
Yeah, quiet it down and relax, bro. But I thought that was fun.
If you've ever played organised sports in your life, like, they're going to... You argue with
adrenaline's pumping, emotions are pumping.
The testosterone, the test, mate. It happens. Anyways, who are you tipping?
The Penny Panthers to get up on the Bunnies. I still think it will be a good game, like a close game.
I think no more than 6 points in it.
Oh.
Like, between 0 and 6 points.
I'll say 7-point win by Penrith.
Could be.
But
field goals. They're loving the field goals.
Yeah, but they look a bit clunky in attack. Obviously, they got Garner out there now instead of kick out.
Mm-hmm.
But you saw when Sonny Luke came on too at hooker, changed the game. But he's on the bench again. Mitch Kenny starts. So
we'll see how we go.
See how it goes.
Next game.
The
Parramatta Eels versus the Cronulla Sharks.
Wow, that's a mad game.
That is a good
surprised
game.
It's a Friday 6 p.m. game. Usually they put the trash game there.
PointsBet Stadium.
Ask me. The Dogs were there.
Which one's PointsBet? That's obviously...
CommBank Stadium. Para?
Yeah, it should be at CommBank, right?
Yeah.
I'm on the NRL. I'm on the NRL one. It says PointsBet.
NRL,
is PointsBet the Penrith Stadium? Which one?
I think it was at one stage. Now it's called Bluebet.
That's the best. Hold on.
Yeah, Penrith's Bluebet now.
Oh, I'm not even joking. On the NRL app, I'm like, PointsBet. I'm like, what?
So Andrew Abdu and whoever else is up there.
This is on the NRL app. Zero Tackle is saying... CommBank. Weird. Anyways, mate, they could be playing at Hebbo Park. I don't even care.
Yeah.
Straight out. Anyways, Eels versus Sharks. Great game. Eels would feel like they're pretty hard done by with the way that game finished. Yeah. As in, like, they should have beaten them.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest. But I tipped Melbourne at that time, so I was very happy.
Yeah.
I think Sharks are going to win, eh?
I won't lie, I was slightly
I think I tipped the Sharks for this, man. I don't know.
I relied on these Paradogs last week in my tipping comp. They didn't do me good. I knew I couldn't rely on them. But I don't know. Personally, off top of my head, it's still 50-50, but I'm going to lean with Cronulla. Because I felt Para struggle with the edges. They had Cartwright starting, obviously no Sean Lane.
Yep.
Ryan Madison, do you remember what happened with him or no?
No.
So this guy, instead of, however the fine and suspension judiciary system works, he elected to take the suspension as opposed to the fine.
Yeah.
And then now, like a week ago,
I think
it was a week ago, they were trying to do it the other way, Para, and say, no, actually, we'll pay the fine, or he would have said it, basically.
Yeah.
But NRL wasn't having any of it, and they said, nah, mate.
How long is he out for still?
3 or 4 weeks, so another 2 or 3.
Was it $4,000?
I can't remember exactly. Penny change for him, but
man,
my point is, no Madison, Lane, and obviously losing Papali'i last year or this season. But Jermaine Hopgood had a cracker game,
mate. He got me 83 points in fantasy, bro.
Mate,
played hectic,
tackling his socks off. He was all over the shop.
So good. But Wade Graham
copped 4 weeks for that big shoulder charge. So that's the question mark for me. Obviously, Hines is out, but I still think they can beat him. But the only thing, too, is Para's at home. They're usually very good at home. They'll be keen to win a second game. Oh, they're both keen. They're both coming off losses.
Exactly, both coming off losses. And Sharks ain't a joke, bro.
Sharks ain't no joke.
I don't know if I'm right.
Yeah.
But, every team has a team that they struggle to beat.
Like a bogey team. Yeah.
Is Sharks Eels bogey team? Now
I really don't know.
I don't know. I have to think about that.
Like, their recent meetings pop up on NRL.
On NRL?
Like their last 3 or 4 results. I know it does on the app.
Not when I'm looking at the teams though. If I look at the match center,
let me have a quick gaze here.
Let me try. Hold on. Round 2.
Oh, what about Josh Hodgson? He looked fit and good for Parry. I think he played 80 minutes, didn't he? Pretty sure he did. Here, their last meetings last year, Sharks got them 18-16. They only played once. But the year before, actually the last 2 years, they met once each, and actually Para got up.
Oh, so it's 1-1?
Yeah. Like the past 3 years, it's 2-1 in favour of Para.
Okay, so that's not their burger team then.
It's just the last game was Para lost by 2 points.
Okay, well, who
are you going with? I'm officially going Cronulla.
You know what? I'm gonna go Sharks too.
Sharks?
I don't know. Well, not hater. I'm not a hater.
I hate Para.
I don't know. I just have a feeling, man.
But hate aside, I'm not sure.
I think Sharks are just gonna get the better of them.
Cronulla's a good team.
They are.
We'll see how that turns out, eh?
Okay.
Plays out. Next game. Big game. See what I'm saying? Big game.
Is a great time for football.
And there's a big inclusion on that team too.
Broncos and... Wait, who? With Broncos or Cowboys?
Broncos.
Broncos versus the Cowboys. Friday night, 8 o'clock.
Starting at fullback.
Inclusion.
Just starting at fullback.
Reece Walsh.
Yes.
Ooh.
So Cobbo had his fullback game last week in the rain. Bit of a tough game, whatever.
Yeah.
Bang. Insert Reece Walsh. What are you saying? Believe it or not.
I am saying...
Yes.
Against that Cowboys still win.
Yeah?
Yes.
Strong Cowboys team, man.
Yeah, I think Cowboys have got a team, bro. I know that Canberra game was a bit of a scare.
Yeah.
But they played better than them, and then they just let this... You know when you let the accelerator off, you're just you're coasting, put on cruise control, and then all of a sudden a team
wake up on the M4.
You know what I mean?
Wake up on the M4, emerging traffic.
Exactly. That's what happened. But that's not going to happen because same thing, these two teams hate each other, big rivals. You know, every time they play, it's always a good game. Oh, yeah. Always.
Definitely.
Not to say Broncos don't have a bad team. You know, they got the boy Reynolds, they got Staggs, they got my boy Farnworth scoring 2 tries against Penrith last week.
Yeah.
He scored the 2 tries.
He's going to Dolphins the next season.
Yeah. But Farnworth played good,
he's a good player, man.
I was like, man, this guy's all right.
He's a good pom, bro. He's a good pom.
No, he's good. He's good. You know, obviously, Cobbo, Staggs.
He gets more involved than
Walsh,
Staggs does, to be honest.
You know, like I said, Reynolds, Haas, and
that's still a
they
strong
got
team.
Tapau on the bench.
Flegler, he's a good player.
You know what I mean? Like it's a good. You know what I mean? Like it's
definitely
Broncos
a good team, bro.
On paper.
That's why I've got him in my top 8, to be honest.
But, man, I got people coming up to me and saying, I think Cowboys are going to win the whole comp. People are coming up to me saying that.
I don't blame them for saying that.
And I say, you know what? There's a chance. I go, there's 3 or 4 teams that have that chance, and Cowboys is one of them.
I feel like there's a couple teams this year, man.
You know what I mean? Like, there are teams where you say, hey, they can make the grand final. That's a team that you can say that they can do that. So
definitely.
You know what I mean? And they did get the win last week, and they've got a good, they've got a good team.
So you're tipping them?
I'm going Cowboys. I think Cowboys will bring Broncos back down to earth a little bit.
Look,
just a little bit.
I'm gonna actually.
Won't be smashing.
I don't know if it's gonna be considered upset, but I'm gonna go with the Broncos at home.
Mm-hmm.
I think they mean business this year, man. I think they do. Adam Reynolds, what a player, man. Imagine insert Adam Reynolds to the end of the Para game. Different story. You know what I'm saying?
But isn't Mitchell Moses one of the GOATs?
Oh, yeah. Ask Adam and Brady. Are they, boys?
Listen.
They're definitely not.
Adam.
They're good players.
Adam. Ben Hunt is better than Mitchell Moses. It ain't even close.
We're going to start a poll on this YouTube comment section.
Please put it in the comment section.
The poll will be, who is the better... Right. If you had to pick a halfback to play today...
If you pick Mitchell Moses, you're a Parramatta fan.
Yeah.
That's it. No sane... fan of the sport would pick Mitchell Moses over Ben Hunt. Not a sane human being would do it. And that's not even me being biased towards my team. That's just a fact. That's a fact, bro. Yeah. After Origin last year, I said, don't even bring up Moses again.
Discussion.
When Ben Hunt took control of that shit. Come on, bro.
Okay, man.
Come on now, dog. Anyways,
moving on. Saturday
let's talk about the next game, which gets sidetracked so bad.
Hey, Para.
Roosters Warriors 3 p.m. Saturday. I'm just gonna off the bat say Roosters.
Yeah.
I know Warriors won. I know they beat Newcastle, but Roosters
they're gonna be.
I think Roosters do this quite often where they lose the first game.
Yeah.
They did it a couple times with Cooper Cronk when they had him in the team, so it means nothing to me. Dolphins just played better, and the Roosters were sleeping, but they're up now and they're awake, and they are better than the Warriors, and they won't lose again. They're gonna play properly. I think. Man, I'm worried about Victor Radley, man. I think he had a concussion this game. Did he go for HIA again? I don't know if he did, but there was a moment where he got hit hard, and they were like, "Oh, here we go."
Well, I caught the first half sort of.
Yeah,
and then
I don't know.
out.
He's in the team, so obviously he would have been. I don't know because I was like watching the game on and off, and I saw him get hit, and he was dazed and shit. And they're like, "Oh my god, here we go!" Because that bloke is the one that had the seizure. Remember?
Was that Radley?
Was
that at Melbourne?
And he was like,
late in the year, right?
Bro, that was the scariest shit I've ever seen. That was actually so scary, bro.
Against Melbourne, yeah? Was it?
I think so.
It's late in the season.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Far out, man. Matt Lodge is out.
Lodge is out. Crichton's out. Angus Crichton's not playing. He's got mental health issues. Even last game, he didn't play.
Oh.
Warrior Hargraves, I'm pretty sure, suspension. Didn't play last game. Maybe they missed that intensity and aggression from the Dolphins pack.
I believe Hargraves is still playing.
Kafusi came out and smacked cheese. He was smacking people, man.
Yeah.
But they didn't back down, those Dolphins. But yeah, so I don't know. Are they missing a bit of that aggression, physicality?
So what are you saying?
I'm definitely tipping Roosters. But
no disrespect to the Warriors.
I'll give Warriors their credit too. Like, they defended their line against Newcastle hard last week.
Yeah,
man.
but
it was a good game. But
it was alright.
It was a good game.
I watched like half of it.
I was working and watching the game was amazing, to be honest.
So we just keep it straight up.
Roosters. I reckon Roosters by at least 12. To be honest, 13 plus.
Next game.
Talk to me. Thought that was the Bunnies.
Redcliffe Dolphins versus the Canberra Raiders. Off the bat, I'm tipping the Dolphins, mate.
Hey,
That's it.
I won't lie, I am too.
I'll never doubt them again. That's it. They got their first win against a team that is good. It wasn't some shitty team.
Yeah.
It was a good team. A contending team. You know what I mean? And they played so well. I actually enjoyed watching them. I was like, man, they're playing really good. What is it called? Like, just straight out, like... but even... Nicarima's named. There you go.
Nicarima?
Let me see.
On the bench? He's on the extended.
He's reserved. I just saw Inns.
20.
Yeah, spewing. He's in the reserves.
Yeah.
But, just looking, the young halves played good. You know what I mean? Katoa, Sullivan. They actually played all right,
Katoa made his debut.
Yeah, like they played all right, man. And Kafusi, mate. Come on, mate.
Mate, he brought it.
What a player,
He brought his game, bro.
Honestly, and Marshall King played good.
He had a cracker game.
So
good, they got through the Roosters through the middle, man.
Yeah, I was like, what the... Who's this?
He's the dog.
Is this guy... Is this the same Bulldog player? What the hell's going on?
Good for him. I'm happy for him.
No, but...
Hammer at the back.
Yeah. And to me, like, Canberra... I don't know, man. How do I say? I struggle to take them seriously sometimes. Like, I feel like... when I look at Canberra...
Yeah.
I get that sense that they're almost like a filler team. Like, they're just there... to be somewhere in the middle.
Make up the numbers, mate.
Yeah, to be somewhere in the middle of the ladder.
Yeah.
You're just there. You know what I mean? And
you're just mediocre.
They sometimes do good, sometimes do bad, and
hard to get a read on them, eh? And like they don't have any like new additions this year, I don't think.
Yeah, and Rapana's head annoys me.
Rapana, mate.
He's out.
Did you see that shoulder shot?
Yeah,
that was ridiculous.
Rapana.
And at the moment, nothing got called. I don't get this NRL, bro.
Mate. Oh, yeah.
And meanwhile, Cole Flanagan.
I was waiting.
And you know what? That came at a bad time for us. I know we're diverting here. We're going back to the Dogs Manly game. But just before that, Carraz had HIA. Then you get the bull crap 10 minutes in the bin for Flanagan's touch on whoever it was.
Mate.
So our right edge was gone. Throw in the rookie, Preston, on the centres. Yeah. NRL, mate, get it together. But yeah, Dolphins. Raiders. Who you officially going?
Dolphins.
I'm going for the upset again. Or not again, but I mean, they're going to upset again. Meaning, not that I tipped them last week. But yeah, I'm tipping the Dolphins.
Oh, okay.
But not convincingly. I'm just happy for them, to be honest. At home, hopefully they can do it again. It'll be a challenge, you know what I mean? Like, was week one just a fluke? Not that I think it was a fluke, but you know what I mean? Or did you just lift for round one?
Yeah.
But Bennett, I think, will have them ready to go, bro. But Raiders are a physical team too, to be honest. So
they are.
We'll see. But Dolphins didn't look like they were going to shy away from it last week. So now, the Melbourne Storm and my Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs.
In Melbourne.
Okay.
Do you want to go first?
Do you want me to go first?
Go. It's your team.
All right, look. I was right last week. I tipped Manly. I thought Coates was going to be out this week, and already Munster's out with his compound fracture in his hand.
Bro, did you see that?
It was
photo
ugly.
after?
Ugly, crazy.
Yeah.
So they got Tyron Wishart replacing Munster. But I'm still just going to tip Melbourne, to be honest. But I thought maybe if Xavier Coates as well, another player out in the back line. But, yeah, I'm just going to... I think big improvement for Dogs. I reckon we can push them. I feel like we'll complete definitely a lot better than last week.
Yeah.
But I'm tipping Melbourne.
Melbourne?
Yeah.
Melbourne. I probably won't tip the Bulldogs again. Nah, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But I think Melbourne are just better.
Yeah, simple as
it's
that.
in Melbourne. They'll outclass them. I think
straight into the system, mate. They'll be
Bulldogs
fine.
are still figuring it out with this team. It'll take them a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're still young. Like they got young players. Obviously they got some experience.
Karaz,
yeah, they
Alamotti.
So many debutants like from last week and stuff. I just think Storm, they're coming off a good win against Para. A last second one, they're G'd up. You know what I mean? And they're at home, first home game. I think they're just overall better experience, better coach, obviously. Yeah. You know what I mean? They're just better. And I think, experience just takes this. To
Jerome Hughes and Harry Gann, they'll just lead them around. But I'll give a shout out to Reid Marnie. Did you see his performance against Manly? Bro, this guy wasn't backing down from anyone, bro.
Mate, he was carrying.
Amazing. I loved it. Like, that made me keen, like, to be honest, like, far out. This guy is... And he was sticking up for everyone straight away. Like, a real leadership stuff, to be honest.
For sure.
And he's undersized.
The only thing I'd say is because Cameron Munster's out, it might cause a little bit of But, like, I still think... I
wish I dropped the ball a few times last week.
Yeah, I think Storm got this, man.
Me too. Dogs, no changes to their teams.
Same 17, yeah.
And we got 2 games to go, though.
Next.
Sunday, Arvo.
The West Tigers versus the Newcastle Knights.
The bottom of the bottom.
The bottom of the bottom.
Bottom of the barrel, as they say.
Facts.
What are you saying? Who you tipping? What are you liking? What are you disliking? Newcastle, I felt, played pretty decently against Warriors. Even they were... I think they scored when they had a man less, too. They had a man in the bin.
Coruscant starting...
Oh, they actually listed him to start. Okay. Finally.
Yeah, Coruscant starting this time, so that's a good thing.
If you missed it last week, guys, Coruscant did not start.
Look.
It's a tough pick,
I just hate how Kurt Mann's the lock. I'm sorry. Like, every time I see Kurt Mann as lock,
Newcastle.
I just get so angry.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? I just don't rate him at all, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. Look, Newcastle wasn't... Oh, man. I don't know.
It's a tough one.
Look, I'm just going to go with the bias because my brother goes for them. So I'm going to say Newcastle just for the sake of that. Like, but when I actually think about it, look at the teams and stuff, like... I think from a team list perspective, probably Tigers.
You reckon?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's tough. It's a tough one.
Like, they didn't... Oh, man. Actually, they did.
Like, you got Lockie Miller, Dane Laurie, Norfoluma, Homo Hunt, Brent Naden, Gagai, obviously, Talau, Bradman Best, Staines, get him off the field, Dominic Young, Adam Dewey, Ponga, Brooks Hastings.
Brooks is
I can't
overrated.
say Stefano's last
Brooks is
name.
overrated.
Yeah.
I don't rate him. I don't rate him. Like, as in, I feel like he's majorly overrated.
Yeah, I won't lie. I'm slightly leaning with Newcastle.
You know what? Newcastle.
But I'm curious to see now that Apisai Coruscant start.
That is the only reason that I might say that they might get him.
Till they start winning some games, then I'll start re-believing in them. Because
Also, Dane Gagai didn't play last week.
Oh, okay.
And he's obviously a good player.
Who they have in? Anyways, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, he's a good pickup. Origin player, obviously. Yeah, I'm going Newcastle. We're both going Newcastle.
Yeah.
We'll see how Coruscant goes, though, eh? Now, the floor is yours, my friend.
Look.
Or yours.
The St. George Illawarra Dragons are
I don't believe this, by the way.
They're playing.
They got odds up here, but yeah.
We're favourites.
Apparently.
Yeah. Versing the Gold Coast Titans.
Yeah.
Coming off a good win against the Tigers. So the 2023 season starts now for my team.
Yeah.
Now the season really starts for me. I have a few white hairs in my beard, and I've got a couple in my hair now. I don't know if it's age, but I know if I watch this team play, it's going to multiply by like 5 every time. So by the end of the season, if I actually watch these games, I'm going to have a full head of white.
Wow.
Looking at the team, it's the best that we could do with what we have.
Yeah.
I like that Sullivan is starting at 6 and Jack Bird is the lock because it's different and like it's what he got. And I want to see someone else in the 6 in the 5/8 position, which is good. Sloan's pretty good. You know what I mean? He's all right.
Young kid.
I'm not gonna
get a fair.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit there.
Yeah.
And put it on him or anything. Like he's good. Like he's good. Sully is amazing. Lomax, Ravalawa, if he doesn't try and take people's heads off, is pretty good.
Might take his own teammate's head off at this rate. Zane Musgrove.
Far out.
We used to got Ben
Musgrove
Hunt
on the bench. Ben Hunt, that's my boy. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Blake Laurie, Ben Murdoch, Masila.
Blake Laurie. I don't rate Blake Laurie, man. He's I don't rate him. You know what I mean? It's.
What are you saying, mate? Are you tipping them? Are you believing in
I'm
your
going to
Dragons?
tip them because they're my team and it's the first round.
Okay.
Like, they're... I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what to expect. It's the first round, so I want to be a little bit optimistic.
Yeah.
I have to see them play. And then I'll judge them. All right? Because last year, we ended the season with like 4 wins in a row or something. Yeah. So the team hasn't changed much. So, you know what I mean? Like,
no real new
and we only came like 10th or 9th. Like, we actually didn't
come 15th or 14th.
Yeah, we didn't come like close to the end. We actually almost made the 8. If we won like one more game, we would have made the 8 or something.
You can thank Ben Hunt for that.
Ben Hunt, mate, you take Ben Hunt all right, take Ben Hunt out of this team, we come 18th.
100%.
Okay? 18th. Not 17th, 18th.
Team gets promoted, they get relegated.
Put Ben Hunt in Parramatta, they win the premiership.
Hey.
Sorry. Sorry.
Probably, literally, or at least last week.
Yes. They do better in the grand final. That's all I'm saying.
Definitely.
Anyways, look, I'm going to tip the Dragons because they're my team and I want to see them play. I'm happy with the team that's picked based on who we have. One thing I will say, actually, sorry, there is one thing that's pissing me off. And why, bro?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Why is he in this team, bro? Oh my God. I can't believe I won't buy that. But just put anyone else at 9. I don't even care if they bloody put...
Jacob Little, man.
Honestly, no, I was going to say, bloody put Josh Kerr there, but he's on the reserves. Yeah. So it's number 9.
Can't even get him.
Like, I just wanted to think of the most, like... Put Aaron Woods. Aaron Woods.
Is Sharon Woods still there? Shazza. Shazza's still alive.
Oh my God, bro, retire, bro, please.
Forgot all about that
Please,
bloke.
man, stop. That's so embarrassing.
Or what about Talatau Amoni, however you want to pronounce it. Did you hear what happened now? Is that instead of him being suspended for whatever X amount of time or automatic stood down because his police charge that he's got.
Yeah.
Now that the police charge dropped.
He's available to be picked.
Well, it's not fully dropped. It's what's the word I'm looking for? For example, because there's a threshold that you have to get, like, if your charge is possible a maximum of 11 years plus, then you're automatically stood down. But now that charge is a bit lower, so it's under the threshold, so he's actually available to play. He's in the 21. I don't know if they'll rush him this week, but... But what about me, mate? I reckon...
Oh, yeah, well, I haven't even, like, touched...
sorry, bro.
No, because what I'm saying, I haven't even touched upon the Titans team. Titans got a good team. Brimson, this, that. Like, Foreign... Fafita played good last week.
Yeah, you saw who was feeding him, mate. Kieran Foran, mate.
They got a good team. Look, realistically, Titans should probably beat us. But I'm tipping the Dragons because they're my team. No other reason.
No other reason here, guys. He's not...
This is my feel-out tip. Because I'm actually a realistic person. If the Dragons get smashed and I see how they play, then next week, whoever we're playing, I'll tip the other team. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is just the...
Yeah, you get
I'm giving him a chance and I'm using my bias. And then after that, the bias is out the window completely after this.
Give him a couple of weeks, eh? Or for 1 week. according to you.
Yes. Maybe 10 minutes. Straight out.
You'll know how the game's going. Don't worry, mate. We start off the games kicking the ball out on the full. That's what we do.
My God.
A few times.
That happened heaps of times.
Kick out, even though it wasn't kick off.
What the hell was that?
But, I don't want to go back. Anyways, Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Loving what I've seen from them.
Mm-hmm.
Love the addition of Foreign, mate. And Dave Fafita re-signed today. He's going to stay at Gold Coast.
Yep.
I reckon he's not going to have a quiet year, bro. I know he had a quiet year last year, but you got an experienced veteran like Foreign, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be telling him, bro, you're a beast, bro. Just take 2 steps back and I'm going to get you the ball, mate. He was running through holes through the Tigers. But honestly, I think Titans in general kind of felt like ever since this club's existed, like their consistency is a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
But I'm still tipping them, so I'll tip Gold Coast to beat Dragons home. But yeah, tipping the Titans.
That's fair. I don't blame you. I really don't. That's it. That's the end of the round.
We'll give them a super quick rundown. We had Penrith Rabbits. We both went Penrith. Then we had the Friday night Sharks at Para.
Sharks.
Both went Sharks. Then you had Broncos Cowboys in the Queensland Derby.
Cowboys.
Broncos. Then you got the Roosters Warriors. We both went Roosters. Then you had Storm Dogs. We both went Storm. Did I miss one there? Oh no. Yeah. Then the next game. Oh sorry.
It was the Dolphins game.
Yeah. No, I wasn't missing a game there. Yeah. Dolphins Raiders.
Dolphins.
Yeah, that's the game. We both went Dolphins, and that's before the Storm Dogs game. Then Sunday you got Tigers Knights. I went Newcastle. You went Newcastle too.
Yeah,
right?
Newcastle.
And then you went Dragons, and I went with Gold Coast. Yeah, tipping comp was a bit hard last week. I think it's only harder this week.
I think I got 4 last week. 4
I think I might have got 4 roughly, 4 or 5 max.
Yeah. Fantasy did better.
Para wrong.
I did better in the fantasy.
Got Tigers wrong. Yeah, shock. I'm coming last in fantasy, guys, just so you know.
Yeah. I'm coming like second last. Not much people. You can still join. I'll put the link in the bio.
Join
in the description. Same with the tipping comp. Join if you're tipping or doing fantasy. It's all good.
But yeah, besides that, appreciate all the support,
always.
The love, the subs, everything.
Like and subscribe. We love that. You know how it is.
Share it around.
For sure.
And that's us for round 2 or round 1
/2.
/2. See you in a few.
Done. Take care.
Out.